Hello and welcome to the major project final presentation of the Swifter application from Team DSA Tiny Ninja. Our team roles and who we are. There's myself, Barry Dempsey, Project Management, Stream M. I oversaw the planning. During the Juice, Project Management, also Stream M, who looked after copy and research. Ian Cairns, Stream D, who looked after the design. Bartley O'Shea, Stream A, Bart looked after the coding. And Chunyu Mack, Stream A, who also looked after the coding. Our communication channels, at the start we decided to use 5 channels of communication. WhatsApp, this was used for quick messaging, quick response, and mostly used on a day-to-day basis for updates and quick reports. Google Hangouts, which we use for group calls, status, project and milestone meetings, and also for communication with our industry partner. Gmail, which we use for notification of files shared and additional forms of communication. Google Drive, which we use as a shared storage drive for all our large files, and Trello, which we use to keep track of what tasks we had to do each week. Our project journey, starting with our management methodologies, we decided to use an agile management approach. This gave us quick feedback and a flexibility and a nice fluid process. We decided to use Scrum for development of the project, a clear set of principles, short cycles, fast feedback. Project management could prioritize the backlog, our sprints could be developed within a required time frame, and we could have daily Scrum and review sessions. A key part of our project management was the use of Trello. Within Trello, we divided our task up among the group. We started with the general documents, which we used as guidelines, which we all needed access to. Our backlog, this assisted the team to see what needed to be done and what was our priorities. Our to-do list, which is perfect for members to see what needed to be done next. Our working project, which anyone in the team can see what everyone else is working on, and done. Motivation for the team to get the cards moved across and get the project finished.
Hello, my name is Gerinda and I'm the Deputy Project Manager. A big part of this project was to manage change and risks. Due to the fact that we were all based in different geographical locations, it was important for us to identify issues through effective communication early on, and this allowed us to manage the risk and change it as it arises. Our team first met with David Griffin, who outlined the concept of this product for us. The idea basically originated from their team's struggle to find freelancers or contracts over the past few years. Often prior to a project, regardless of the scope and financial means, the negotiation period would last for longer than necessary, and that drives up the overall price of the freelancer services. Freelancers want to be flexible in their work environment, and this doesn't always include a series of applications to project owners. Companies, in return, want to outsource complex tasks with little or no effort, but when the project and the process becomes complex, would rather go back to proven and more expensive companies to do the work for them. But Swifter will enable both the freelancer and the company to achieve their goals faster than on any other freelancer platform. That allows satisfying results on both ends and ensure that the client and the freelancer are happy. When we first met with David, the idea was to call this product Past 5. So in our first meeting, we had these questions for him. Firstly, we assumed that for this product, we will only focus on developing the requirements for Past 5 and not for any other product of theirs. We also asked if at any stage the Past 5 system will be fully developed, or is this part of our major product? And what are the final deliverables that the client envisage at the end of this project? Coding questions that was asked was, what is the reasoning behind targeting only Chromebook users? We wanted to know if any coding has been done, or are we going to start from scratch? We also needed to know if they have a contract database already, or will that also have to be developed? And we wanted to know if it would be an option to initially develop a web application and then later transition it to Chromebook. In the end, we all agreed that the following is what everyone wants. Companies are looking for an easier way to outsource complex tasks. Freelancers are looking for an easier way to acquire those complex tasks. And Swifter is a web Chrome freelance service platform or application that aims to revolutionize the way that freelancers are able to start or manage their career. And thanks to Swifter, freelancers will require less time to acquire the desired contracts, which in return opens the market to a broader pool of professionals. The scope that we all agreed on was that we would do the following: project management, the development of the requirement specifications, design of a database structure and ERD, the automation of the job outbounds and file transfers. We will also do a marketing strategy. The website design, coding, testing and repeat will also happen by us. And then a custom pipeline to automate the creation of jobs would also be developed. And the minimum viable product was agreed that it would entail the following: a website that allows searching and finding of contracts, a website that provides messaging, notification and collaboration tools in one place, user registration through Google login and profile setup, adding contracts and payments through Stripe. How we plan to do the marketing. Swifter will be launched in an already busy marketplace, and as a primary marketing tool, we will direct users to the launch page on the website. Our initial marketing research showed that the early importance of highlighting Swifter's key USPs, like the algorithm that will match potential contracts to freelancers, is important, unlike the lotto system that is used by the competitors. Swifter also uses Google's suite and apps to provide collaboration and sharing options. And this allows interactions to stay on the site instead of multiple third-party communication apps. Now we'd like to share our journey map with you. This project journey lasted about 7 months from our first initial meeting on 5 October 2016 and until the last submission that will be done on 27 March 2017. During these 7 months, we have met several deadlines and deliverables and had weekly project meetings to ensure we met all the deadlines that were required. Noticeable achievements that I'd like to highlight was when we finalized the design, logo and name in late December, and coding and design for the website, which started in February 2017.
Hello, my name is Ian Cairns and I'm doing Design Stream D. So what I did first was I did a competitor analysis, and the first website I looked at was Upwork.com, which I like. Pros are it's got creative icons for each skill set. Cons for me are it's too minimal and plain. I also looked at Fiverr.com, which I think is a little busy and cluttered, but it does have some strong visuals for each skill set. And then there is Freelancer.com. Cons for me are it's kind of got a dated design look and feel, lacks modern style, a bit WordPressy and corporate looking. So when speaking to the industry partner, a key USP that we found was they want their product to be simple to use, and simplicity really was the key. So we kind of looked where their competitors sit with this. So you have Freelancer, which is good quality but it's too complex. You've got Upwork, which is good quality and a little complex as well. Fiverr, which is a little complex but not so nice results. And then where we hope Swifter, their product, will sit would be simple to use and good quality. So for some design inspiration, I looked at some other websites. I liked Google Drive. I liked its clean look. I really like the nav bar. It's nice and minimal. I also looked at Stripe.com. It has a recent rebrand. I really like the clean look and lovely swatch of colours. Then I like Intercom, I like on their website where it's a communication platform and they really show the old way versus the new way with a strong graphic to explain it. And then I went onto the Colour Farm for some inspiration and to get some colours from other websites. This is a mock of the Swifter website, kind of taking some ideas from our previous inspiration. It's got a clean navigation bar. It's got icons showing a range of skill sets. Swifter's key USP is front and center. Strong visual graphic highlighting the simplicity of Swifter versus the old way. Clean modern type. And common shapes, hexagons used to highlight skills and break up sections. Again, you'll see with the profile page that a common theme is the hexagon tiles. Skill sets, the more the user has, the more hexagons appears below his profile image. Clickable shapes revealing previous work or details on the user's skill set will fall out below. And also there's a sidebar panel which is a communication channel between contractor and freelancer. Also for the website I use an app called frontify.com and I created some style sheets there just to really get all the ideas, put them all down on the page and upload. So I've got a primary palette of blues and then some colour variations for the hexagon shapes, which would be a nice contrast. Each colour there would be for different skill sets, so really make them pop on the page. And then also I looked in typography. I thought Open Sans was a nice modern Google web font and came up nice and clean. And then also with the logo I had a do's and don'ts. These are the do's. We've got some certain colours that it goes with, and then of course there is the don'ts, which is don't like shadow, don't like adding 3D depth to it, or just changing the colours. For the logo development, originally the IP's logo was Pass 5. When we first started off, I just asked could we change the logo. We got feedback saying we could, so I kind of went originally for a nice cleaner 5. You'll notice there it's more sans serif, less chunky. I also then decided to have a little run with it and see if I could develop the logo a little bit further. Keeping the hexagon shape theme going through it, I kind of tried to make a 3D box shape out of it, and then maybe here I tried to see if I could make it like a clock say 5, but it looks more like the clock is saying 4. Also, the slogan that the IP really liked was because time is money. So with that I had thoughts about doing an hourglass, and then I tried to incorporate the hexagon shape into the hourglass. So I kind of started off here looking at some different colours and gradients. Here I kind of got to a nice hourglass shape. You can see it's hexagons top and bottom with some time falling through it, and the front part of the gradient is like the letter, the S, for what's going to be called Swifter. Here is the logo on a slightly darker background, inverted, to see how that would look. But I steered away from that, and I kind of had a little bit of a think about what is a nice name for the product. So I put some words together, about its USP, its scale, transactability, talent, ease, efficient, time, quick. And a word that kind of really stood out and the IP and myself liked was Swifter, because time is money. I then messed with the logo some more in Illustrator. I created my own type. I took, I think, Gotham black font and rounded the edges. And then I italicized it, leaning forward, kind of always showing progress. And excuse me, the arrow shape would be, A to B, getting work done. But I felt that the hourglass was a little too much with the logo, so I just dropped the hourglass, and then I looked at different variations for the font and how it would appear in different colorations before settling on white, with dropping the E and keeping a smaller letter R below the arrow going forward.